On the 28th of March I will be starting Ocrevus to treat my MS. I'm booked in to start treatment next week.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Borossy. I have been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and ever since I've been sharing my journey here on YouTube, and I have a whole playlist from finding out to getting my diagnosis and all of those things leading up to this point. Today I was going to sit down and film an update for you. I wanted to film my 6 months post-diagnosis kind of update, and not thinking what I would have to say today would be anything like this, but I have a huge update actually, and that I didn't plan for. So I just received the news, hence why I'm all red, why I'm all flushed and feeling all stressed out basically. But what happened was my neurologist just called me and said that I have been approved. I have been approved by the board that I'm eligible for Ocrevus, so to start treatment for multiple sclerosis, and this is a huge step for me. As you all know, like, I'm deadly afraid of the treatment. I'm so terrified of even just the thought of treatment. I have said many times, I don't know what's worse. Like, I don't know what gives me more anxiety and stress me out the most, the disease or the treatment. Like, both things to me is terrifying. But I also have said, like, because I have kids, I can't afford to be selfish. Like, it's not my right to be selfish. I have the disease, I'm battling the disease, it's an incurable disease, but I have to do everything in my power to try and prevent and prolong before my disability becomes too big or too great to function normal. So I'm booked in to start treatment next week. Today is Tuesday, so exactly a week from today, on the 28th of March, I will be starting Ocrevus to treat my MS. And this is something that's stressing me out greatly, but I'm also very grateful that I get the opportunity to start. I know that many people would kill to be in my shoes, because many people battling the disease have to, depending on where you are in the world, I guess the regulations are different, but many people are like, oh, I wish I could have infusions, or I wish I could have started off on a more powerful drug from the beginning and that kind of thing. And I feel for you, I truly do. So don't think that I'm not grateful. I'm just very scared. Just very scared. But yes, so my appointment is on the 28th of March. I will have to come in and start 8 o'clock in the morning. So my appointment is at 8 o'clock in the morning. My infusion will be, depending on how I react, but could be anything from 4 hours to 6 hours, depending on if they have to slow it down, if I have an allergic reaction or whatnot. And I think that after my infusion I have to stay for about 1 or 2 hours for observation, and then I can go home. And then I have to come back again exactly 2 weeks later for the second part of my first Ocrevus infusion. That means that I will be getting half the infusion on the 28th and the second part, or the second half of the infusion, on the 11th of April, if that makes sense. So yeah, and that day will be the same. I will have to come in 8 o'clock in the morning and stay for however many hours the infusion will take, and then for observation 1 or 2 hours more. So that's the plan. That's the plan for next week. I have to organize now for my mom maybe to help me with the kids and that kind of thing. I don't know what I will feel like afterwards. I hear that many people get really tired. I've also heard people being just fine, and then I've had other people saying that they felt poorly for a week basically. And knowing myself, I don't want to put this out in the universe, but normally I don't do well with medication. At least not first time around. So I have to mentally prepare that I might not feel great afterwards. But I also have to remind myself that I'm doing this to help myself. I don't want any more attacks, I don't want any more relapses. If you have followed me for a while, you know that I recently had a new relapse. I have new active lesions on my brain scans and all of that. So yeah, I do need to start treatment. And then I heard that it takes about 6 months for the treatment to actually have effect in your body, which is just crazy to me. But anyhow, yeah, that's my update for today. Scattered brain. I realized that the sun was going behind some clouds, and I was like, did I turn on the light in here? Anyway, yeah, so that's my little update for today. I probably will leave it at that. And then obviously I will be trying to vlog my experience next week. I'm gonna vlog my experience of having my first ever Ocrevus infusion and treatment. And if you have any tips, if you have any experience, if you have anything like you would want me to know beforehand, or if you know of anything that could be helpful during the infusion, maybe how I can prepare, what I can bring, then please leave that down in the comments. I would love to hear you guys' input. Like I said, this is my first time, and I'm just like, yeah, not very excited about it. But like I have done, I will document so I can share and hopefully help somebody else in the same situation. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that. But yeah, so probably the next vlog that you see from me is gonna be infusion day. So pray for me and stay strong, friends, and I love you so much. Thank you for always being here, for your support and well wishes and all of that. I love you so much.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell.